Hey, it's studio time. The Locals Lounge at Radio 94.9. Send your band submissions to Nate at radio949colorado.com.
And welcome back to Studio 94.9. It's the Locals Lounge at Radio 94.9. Nate Wild once again with you. And I got our guests this week. Hypnotic Vibes are joining me. Welcome, guys and gals.
Hey.
What up?
So let me start off, if I could get one or two or multiple of you to kind of give me a background on the band, a little bio, if you would.
Okay, well, Hypnotic Vibes is a project that was started to kind of bring the fun out of, daily life, whether it's good times, bad times. We try to bring the most positive aspect of those situations out and into our music.
How'd you get started? How did these four individuals get together and start making this music?
It was originally an acoustic act, and Sterling actually reached out to us. It was me and a friend that started the acoustic act, and Sterling kind of reached out, and I think at the time we were looking for like a bass player and a drummer, so he was like, hey, I know a drummer, like I play trombone. So that's how we met, Mario. And then from there, they both knew Alex as well, and so she kind of stepped up. And
Okay, so I got, a singer, a guitar player, a trumpet player, and a drummer? Trombone. What am I missing? Oh, so you play guitar and sing.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him play it. I'm trying to conceptualize this, I'm learning. By the way, I feel bad for everyone that cannot see you guys because these people have great hair. And it's purple, it's green, it's a mohawk, and like an excellent Drew Carey hair.
Drew Carey.
It's the best. All right, well, very cool. Let's go ahead and play a tune. You guys told me the title of this, and I giggled a little bit because I have a very infantile sense of humor. It's called Love Bums.
It's actually Love Bombs.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
I wrote bums.
It's good.
I was thinking like bumming around or something, but I was also thinking like Sir Mix-a-Lot bombs. Cool,
Yeah.
got it.
Or like, dropping
Hey,
love
bums
bombs.
is cool too.
Dropping love bombs. That's cool. That makes a little bit more sense, I guess. Tell me about this tune, if you would.
Love Bombs is a song written about, war and just all the current times we're going through right now. We just wish, we could drop bombs of love and smother people with love versus, tear gas and hate, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's, once again, we're just trying to bring out the positive and in situations we see in our daily life, and we just try to make the most out of those, even though we know there's not much we can do about it.
Right. Now, if it were Love Bums, it'd be a completely different thing.
I guess so, yeah.
That is so funny. I crossed it out here. All right. Once again, Hypnotic Vibes are joining me. Alex, Joey, Sterling, and Mario in the studio with me. This is called Love Bombs. Take it away.
Had me at goodbye. There was no time for hello. Things just move so fast, but my heart was beating slow. She showed me the way and she made it clear that she was mine and I was hers. But I feel so thunderstruck. Don't wake me up, don't wake me up. 'Cause we're dropping bombs, we're dropping bombs. We're dropping bombs, don't drop those bombs. Don't drop those bombs, don't drop those bombs. We're dropping bombs, the bombs. time when she is nearby. Run my hands through her honey shine, through her smile, yeah, she provides change of heart and peace of mind. But I feel so thunderstruck, don't wake me up, don't wake me up. 'Cause we're dropping bombs, we're dropping bombs, we're dropping bombs. Don't drop those bombs, don't drop those bombs, don't drop those bombs. We're dropping bombs, love bombs. We're dropping bombs, we're dropping bombs, we're dropping bombs. Don't drop those bombs, don't drop those bombs, don't drop those bombs. We're dropping bombs, love bombs. We're dropping bombs, we're dropping bombs, we're dropping bombs. Don't drop those bombs, don't drop those bombs, don't drop those bombs. We're dropping bombs, love bombs. We're dropping bombs, love bombs.
Yes. Love Bombs, the title of that track. Hypnotic Vibes are joining me today. Alex, Joey, Sterling, and Mario. Now, let's see. We've got, this interesting group of people in here. Tell me some of your musical influences as an individual, how you got going on your musical journey, I guess. Alex, go first.
Mine started kind of as a typical band kid. In 5th grade, I had to be in band for an elective, and I picked trumpet. To be honest, because it had 3 buttons, there wasn't really much of a thing other than that, and I just thought it looked cool and it sounded cool, and so I wanted to play it. And I just fell in love with it, and I stuck with it, carried it all the way through high school, and I was really big on classical. That was, like, my thing. And so I majored in music in college, and I wasn't too big into, like, the jazz world or anything until I met these guys. And then I started playing more like a lead-style trumpet at that point, and was picking up a lot of the jazz style that Sterling plays in. And so I kind of drifted away from my nice, pretty classical playing and started playing more like lead, kind of in-your-face trumpet playing. That kind of developed my style, as where it's at right now. So,
what were some of your like jazz influences, I guess, if you had any? Like, anybody you'd?
I mean, you can't go wrong with like Miles Davis and
Right.
like Dizzy Gillespie. I mean, they're like total classics. I also I was a really big fan of a guy named Timothy Dockschitzer. He's a classical trumpet player, but he played beautifully, but like in your face, and I tried to kind of capture that sort of style and his use of vibrato and just like how he phrased things. I really liked that, and so he was kind of like my big influence when I was in college, and I think that's how I got sort of my core sound is from listening to his and trying to kind of emulate his solos that he did. So
Okay, fascinating. Mario, what about you, man?
Growing up, it was kind of the same thing. I started out pretty young. I think watching my sisters play in band, my older sisters, they were in band and throughout middle school and high school, and I was watching one of their middle school, I think, concert bands, and the jazz band was playing, and I saw the drummer, and I'm like, oh, Mom, I really want to do that. Can I just beat the crap out of things? You know? She's like, yeah, I'll put you in band. So in 5th grade, I joined the percussion section at my middle school. And I've done that ever since, all the way through college. Kind of like Alex, I kind of stuck in the classical world a lot and playing mostly percussion, marimbas, xylophones, tambourines, triangles, all the normal stuff. I didn't really start playing drum set until maybe the end of my high school years. And then I was kind of in bands throughout college here and there. I didn't really do
Yeah.
much. Me and Sterling were actually in a ska band before this.
Okay.
Mellophilia didn't really go very far, but it was a lot of fun. And then after that, we're like, oh, we just have to keep going, look for a band. And that's when he reached out to Joey, and that's when I hopped in as a drummer, and I auditioned, and they loved it. So,
Huh.
so yeah.
Interesting. I don't want to be like stereotypical, but if I saw you on the street, I would not think that you played like classical, that kind of a
Yeah.
drum until you were out of high school or whatever. But anyway, that's interesting. Cool. Joey, how about you?
I would say music for me kind of started in high school. I actually started with the ukulele. That's like the first instrument I ever picked up, and I thought it was like the coolest thing ever. I think I didn't really pick up guitar till I got to college, and I just tried to do some covers, and I didn't think I was that good. So
Sublime.
no, not really.
Okay.
It was more like John Mayer and just like
Okay, yeah.
sappy, like just I don't know,
Yeah.
stuff to get the chicks. I guess
That's what I was going to say. That's exactly what I was going to say.
But yeah, I mean, from there, I always felt like I could write my own stuff, but it was just a matter of taking that step and just doing it. So
Nice.
I think we just kind of took that step, and I'm just very thankful that Sterling hit us up on Facebook and was like, "Hey, I want to be a part of this," and it's just kind of gone from there, and I just love it.
Sweet. Very cool. And Sterling, what about you, man?
So as Alex said, I reached out to all of them, but I started in middle school actually, and I came in and I wanted to be a drummer actually, and I kind of started on drumming a little bit, but it was mostly classical stuff.
Mhm.
And then our band director's like, "Oh no, we don't need any more drummers. We have like 500 drummers." So he handed me a clarinet, and we were like, "No, that's probably not gonna work." And then they handed me a trumpet, and the same thing. So he handed me a trombone, and it's like, "Well, let's make this work." And ever since then, I kind of just jumped in on trombone. And in high school, I started jazz, and I loved jazz. And that kind of led me into ska music.
Okay,
And,
yeah, totally.
I kind of emulate a lot of the horn lines I hear in ska. So my main influences are Mad Caddies and Streetlight Manifesto.
Yeah.
And they're crazy horn lines. And I try to emulate that trombone player as well, Nadav. He's an incredible player. So he's definitely my hero for that one. But I kind of was just looking to be in a band. Like Mario said, we started a ska band, and it didn't go anywhere, but it was still a lot of fun, and I realized, I really love music, and I want to make that the rest of my life. So I saw like a random Facebook post. There's like an anonymous page for UNC, and they posted something, and I was like, hey, that'd be cool. And I messaged them once, and I didn't get an answer back. And I was like, oh, well, I guess they don't need anybody. And then I messaged them again, like, oh, we're kind of looking for like a drummer and a bassist first before we add on like any horns or anything like that. And I was like, well, I actually know a drummer, so I mean, I could bring him along with me as long as I get to audition too.
Yeah.
And so we kind of just, picked up from there.
That's awesome. Sweet. It was fate.
Pretty
It was
much.
fate. Well, cool. Let's play another tune. What do you say? This one's called Tonight We Ride. Can you tell me about this one a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, Tonight We Ride was written basically about the struggle between, pursuing music full time and kind of missing out on that time you could be spending with, friends, with family, with, anyone, just kind of losing out and making those sacrifices, whether it's, family time, financials. It's written about that, and we kind of like spoof about it. It's got like Gryffindor in it, like the Heart of a Lion, stuff like that, like just reggae stuff.
Yeah.
Just a fun song, but it's about giving up and making sacrifices just to pursue your dreams full time.
Totally. And that's such a real thing with playing music, It really is.
Yeah.
Being either a music bum and just going full bore, or just kind of flirting with it, or just, like quitting music to have a family. It's tough.
With that, I think, the four of us are totally smart enough and capable and hardworking to pursue a full-time job and chase benefits and all that grown-up talk. We try to just avoid it, and we're like, that time will come. Like,
right.
If we need health insurance, like, we'll get health insurance somehow.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you. Well, very cool. Once again, Hypnotic Vibes are joining me. It's Joey, Alex, Sterling, and Mario, and this is called Tonight We Ride. Take it away.
1, 2, 3, 4. sitting, waiting, wishing. Dream so strong, it's like the keys to my ignition. I wanna fly high, I got the heart of a lion. So Gryffindors, yeah, tonight we ride. But if you wanna fly, you gotta dream it. Visualize yourself at the top to believe it. And if you got an idol, you can be it. If you got a motion for the ocean, you just gotta follow through it. So Gryffindors, yeah, tonight we ride. 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 24 years old, how the time flies by. Life's been a thrill, a joyride, but can't decide. Do I stay or do I go? Clothes for my back or food for my soul, yeah. Cause if you wanna fly, you gotta dream it. Visualize yourself at the top to believe it. And if you got an idol, you can be it. If you got a motion for the ocean, you just gotta follow through it. So Gryffindors, yeah, tonight we ride. 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 Oh, you gotta dream it. Visualize yourself at the top to believe it. If you got an idol, you can be it. If you got a motion for the ocean, you just gotta follow through it. So Gryffindors, yeah, tonight we ride. Gryffindors, yeah, tonight we ride. Gryffindors, yeah, tonight we ride. Gryffindors, yeah, tonight we ride.
Sweet. Tonight we ride, the title of that tune. Hypnotic Vibes are joining me in the studio today. It is Alex, Joey, Sterling, and Mario. Tell me how you got the name of the band. How did this come about? Is there a good story behind this at all?
Not really, no. I
Okay.
think we were just kind of shooting some names back and forth, and I don't know, I feel like with reggae, like that was the initial goal, was to just play like, you know, reggae and ska, and I don't know, I think Hypnotic just kind of came around because we wanted to just capture people's imagination, and it's like, what better way than to hypnotize them, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know, there was really nothing creative with it. I actually get a lot of people who are like, that's not creative at all, like that's pretty cheesy, and I'm like, well, too bad. This is my band, check them out.
Right. It's one of those that's, you know, it's an aesthetic thing. It sounds good. Yeah. You know, doesn't have to be about something.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't think there's some deep meaning behind it. It's just, it is what it is.
Okay. I was curious. Curious. It fits. Well, we'll put it that way. How's that? All right, cool. Let's play the final tune. This tune I played a few weeks ago, maybe a month or two. It was the first song that I was introduced to by you guys, and I was actually introduced to you by the lovely young lady in the booth, Alicia LaForce from Number No. She turned me on to you guys. Yeah. It is called...
Thanks.
It is called Sundancer. Can you tell me about this tune?
Yeah, this song, I think we wrote it kind of at a time where we kind of hit this transitionary time, and you know, we lost a couple friends, and it was the band kind of we had a lot of momentum going, and it kind of it deadwalled. It's just stopped, and we kind of hit a moment where we had to make a decision, you know, on are we going to keep doing this? Like, are we going to kind of like let it fizz out? Or are we going to hit it head on and just go for it? And that's kind of where this song kind of started from. It was kind of the first song we wrote coming back out of like losing a bunch of momentum, and this is kind of the song to light the fire underneath us. And so a lot of it is it stems from kind of like feeling down in the dumps about, I mean, we're all stressed out about bills and, you know, how we're going to pay for things and friendships. And so we wrote this song that was kind of on the idea of just constantly wanting to have fun. And even though life, it gets pretty messy sometimes, and it hits you where you're not really expecting it, but you can always still remind yourself to just like have a good time and always think about seeing those good things in those situations, and at the same time leaning on the friends that you do have, the friends that are like your roots. It's kind of like the second verse is about, is realizing that there are friends that will come and go, but there are friends that are your core friends, and they will stay there, and they help you through everything. They hold you up. And so it's kind of a song that's like, have a good time, remember your friends are there, they'll take care of you, and just keep going, essentially.
Yeah.
And the name of it, actually, Sundancer, stemmed from at the same time when we were like basically decided we're gonna go for it, we're gonna do this. We bought this old junky RV to go record this song.
Okay.
We drove out to Oregon to record with Sylvia Massey, and so we bought this really crappy RV. It was the only thing that we could afford. And we were looking up specs. I think it was to see how many gallons of gas it would hold, because we were trying to like see how much it's going to cost, essentially.
Yeah.
And the lady had told us it takes, like 10 miles per gallon. So we're like, oh man, okay, well, how many gallons does it hold? Like, how far can we get on one tank? And when we were looking it up, I think Mario, you had like Googled it. And
Yeah, I looked up like all the models of it. I looked up the certain year of it. I think it was an 85 Winnebago. But like the specific model is called Sundancer.
Okay.
And there's, I think, 3 or more different models of it. There's like Windbreaker and Moonwalker, and I think ours was specifically Sundancer, and we were like, you know what? Let's just name this song that. It holds everything we're trying to do, and it pushes all of our dreams forward, and that's what got us to where we are, pretty much with the song, is Sundancer.
Sweet. I love that. That is a cool story behind that tune. Very, very multifaceted story. Sweet. All right. Well, it's Hypnotic Vibes once again joining me in the studio. This is called Sundancer. Take it away.
1, 2, 3, 4. Seems to be that things just keep moving up for me, and why shouldn't they be? I'm alive, and you know what they say. Yeah, you know what they say. We just wanna have a good time, good time. We're filling it with good vibes, good vibes. We wanna have a good time, and we're dancing to the sunrise, sunrise. 'Cause baby, you go nowhere unless you show. You wanna have a good time, and you're living it with good vibes, good vibes. So wake up dancing to the sun and try to breathe. It won't come easy. You'll probably lose all your leaves. And if you wanna be a tree with me, wanna be a tree with me, go! I'll be your roots and we'll drink water from the sea. I'll save love to make the world a better place. Don't you worry about how to pay. You know what they say. Yeah. You know what they say. We just wanna have a good time, good time. We're feeling it with good vibes, good vibes. We wanna have a good time, good time. We're dancing to the sunrise, sunrise. 'Cause baby, you go nowhere unless you show. You wanna have a good time, and you're living it with good vibes, good vibes. All of your pain, oh, don't you worry about it. All of your bills, no, don't you worry about it. All of the hate, no, don't you worry about it. We're filled with love, and we wanna have a good time, good time. We're filling it with good vibes, good vibes. We wanna have a good time, and we're dancing to the sunrise, sunrise. 'Cause baby, you go nowhere unless good vibes. 'Cause baby, you can nowhere unless you should. We wanna have a good time, and we're dancing from the sundown to sunrise.
Sundancer, the title of that track. Hypnotic Vibes joining me today at Studio 94.9, the Locals Lounge at Radio 94.9. Now, we have the 420 Chiba Hut Party in Greeley in the parking lot coming up on Thursday. We're pretty much dedicating this whole show today to that. So, I want to thank you so much for coming in and, taking time out of your day. And I'll see you guys on Thursday. But what else you got going on? What's coming up next for Hypnotic Vibes?
On the 29th of April, we are playing the May Play Music Festival. We're on the Moxie stage at 7:30, I believe.
Okay.
So you can come catch us there. I think we're playing with like One Flew West and Slow Caves that night. Should be a really, really fun night.
Yeah.
Actually, I mean the whole thing is going to be awesome. I think Pandas and People are headlining the whole deal, and should be really fun. And then we've got we're playing a Cinco de Mayo show out in La Junta.
Really?
If anyone wants to drive 3.5 hours down to La Junta.
I'm familiar with La Junta. I used to live in Pueblo. That's
it's
a trek. Cool.
Yeah, it's a fundraiser for it's a benefit for kids with special needs and disabilities. So we wanted to kind of hop on that, and should be a really fun show. We've never been to La Junta, so
it's fun.
Yeah, and then
they have a Walmart.
And then we have one other Greeley gig, and it's June 3rd. We're playing the Relay for Life here in Greeley. I think that one's at the park. Some park. It's at a park.
Okay.
And that one, the Relay for Life, of course, is for the cancer stuff, and so that should be really fun too. We're really looking forward to that one as well. So that's kind of what we got going on. This next month or so.
Fantastic. Well, cool. I just can't thank you guys enough for coming in, sharing your music with us, and sharing your stories.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having us.